What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and X. The support would be greatly appreciated. But we are back with another video, and for today's video we got to talk about Nico Harrison, who about 3 hours ago we posted this where it says that his exit from the Mavericks is regarded as imminent and could happen as soon as today. And as I'm making this video currently, another report came out saying that Nico Harrison has officially been fired from the Dallas Mavericks. Now, there is another report that I put on the Instagram page that caught my attention that says Patrick Dumont, right, who is the Mavericks owner. I think he's the majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, right? And this is going to really shock you guys, for those who didn't see. Sorry about that. So it says here that Patrick Dumont reportedly took accountability for trading Luka Doncic and admitted it was a mistake during a conversation with a fan wearing a Luka Doncic jersey, Lakers jersey, at last night's game against the Bucks. Now, obviously, they lost that Bucks game, but Patrick Dumont also reportedly told a fan last night that he regrets the Luka trade, admitting it wasn't in the best interest of the franchise. And he said he's working to make things right and win back the fan base. Now, as far as winning back the fan base, I'm not sure if you're winning back a fan base who... Luka was beloved in Dallas. He was their franchise cornerstone, best player since Dirk, and Nico Harrison essentially traded him away for a box of cookies. But I can't help but, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people think this, the Dallas Mavericks organization, the ownership, these guys are assholes, bro. They're essentially scapegoating Nico. And I think it's sad because no GM at any level in the NBA, right, can make a trade without some sort of sign off, you know, from ownership. And the narrative is like, oh, this is all Nico's fault. It feels like Mavericks ownership, they're just deflecting blame. I mean, check this out, guys, and we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get right into it. Check this out.
But also in the future, and when we win, I believe the frustration will go away.
Nico, what was the conversation like with Patrick Dumont when we introduced this idea to him?
The first time he laughed at me. No, I mean, Patrick, he's the owner. Obviously, he's the ultimate decision maker, but he entrusts in J Kid and I to lead this team, and he's putting the trust into us. And then
the ultimate decision maker. Remember that. The ultimate decision maker.
Obviously, you got to get judged on the performance that you've done as a leader, and at some point, if it doesn't work out, then I'll be judged for that.
Jason, what is your reaction to this trade?
Yeah, I think it's it's something that as Nico's brought up, we are aligned, right? And so just understand.
So you heard what Nico had to say, and ultimately, the Dallas Mavericks ownership, they approved and signed off on this trade. Now, it's kind of insane to me how, and I'm not sure, I'm sure most owners who own NBA teams, they're not like basketball savants, right? But you're telling me this Mavericks ownership, they didn't even know how beloved Luka was in Dallas? Like, did they not like assess or even consider the potential backlash at trading a perennial MVP, a superstar? Because there was something that sideline sources dropped that I wanted to share with you guys, where it says, where is it? Mavericks personnel reportedly felt that playing at home was harder than being on the road due to fire Nico chants. It is a disaster in Dallas, man. And as you can see here, this is the report that says they're firing him. But again, Nico Harrison, we said the other day that his days were numbered, and obviously he's done. But the Mavericks ownership, man, you guys are some backstabbing ass motherfuckers, bro. Like, backstabbers, bro. Let me end the video with this though. Not Nico Harrison, but Stephen A. Smith also had to speak, also gave his thoughts on this firing by the Mavericks. And I find it funny how even though there were multiple reports regarding, the possibility of Nico being fired, I find it funny how there's so many reports about, Dallas has been going through this, which again, I understand Luka was beloved in Dallas. But to me, it just feels like a PR stunt where Mavericks ownership is just trying to make themselves look good and just put all the blame on Nico Harrison. Check this out though.
First of all, when you have this owner, Patrick Dumont, right? You say that he said to the fan, he's accepting accountability. Is this a scapegoat move on his part, saying that it really wasn't us? It was Nico Harrison that
Nah.
did it? Or is he truly owning the fact that, yes, this was us and we compelled Nico Harrison to do this? Who was the person that insisted Luka Doncic needed to go?
Stephen A., it was Nico Harrison. It was Nico Harrison's decision. It was Nico Harrison's pitch. It was Nico Harrison's idea to trade Luka Doncic. But of course, any move that gets made, Stephen A., if a general manager at any level is making a trade, it is with the blessing and the sign.
Yo, isn't this kind of fucking crazy how I literally just said this. What the fuck?
Of ownership as well. Now, it might have taken Nico Harrison days, weeks to get Patrick Dumont on board, but after the Mavericks made it to the NBA Finals in 2024, I'm told that's when the Patrick Dumont-Nico Harrison relationship, that was the strongest it's ever been. That's when Patrick Dumont, what I'm told, he looked at Nico Harrison as a basketball savant, as someone that when Nico Harrison speaks, when he has an idea, it's basketball gospel. And so when Nico Harrison came to Patrick Dumont with that concept, there was alignment there. Eventually, there was alignment within the front office, alignment with the coach, and that's when you see this.
Listen, so you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. You heard what Shams had to say. Listen, if what Shams is saying is true, right? Granted, I mean, I would think that when the Mavericks were in the finals with Luka and Kyrie, Mavericks ownership and Nico Harrison's relationship was at an all-time high. It was great. But if what he's saying is true, where obviously their relationship is essentially tarnished, well, it is obviously, but it just goes to show you that the NBA is a results-based business. This is a cold business. What have you done for me lately is what this is all about. And granted, Nico Harrison said it best. I'll be judged and we'll see what happens. And here we are. I mean, it could have been different, where maybe it could have been a world where AD doesn't get hurt, Kyrie doesn't get hurt, everybody's healthy. And who knows? Maybe instead of the Mavericks being 3-8, I believe they're 3-8 now, they'll probably be 8-3. Who knows? But again, this is a results-based business. It's cold, but it's an end of an era for the Dallas Mavericks. Nico Harrison will forever be known. He will be synonymous with the worst trade in NBA history. But let me know what you guys think about this, man. Is the Dallas Mavericks ownership scapegoating Nico? Are they deflecting accountability? Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.